Very good morning. I mean, a really very good morning to all of you folks from central Iowa. I hope you're having a good day. It is foggy here, and I don't know, it's kind of like a London fog. I guess we all had our headlights on this morning, and that's the way it goes. Some days we've got 50 degrees, some days we've got 20 degrees. That's the way it is when you live in Iowa. It'll change within a day or two. We have 3 or 4 different ranges of temperatures that go up from Kansas City up to Minneapolis, and sometimes we can change 20, 30 degrees in 24 hours. This is Jim Stordahl. Website is www.jamesstordahl.com. If you want to get in touch, and I hope you do, because I am retired from a number of jobs. I am an 80% disabled veteran. I have hearing problems. I have insomnia. I have a few other issues, but one of the biggest ones is bipolar 2. Bipolar 2 has pretty much controlled my life and made it a crapshoot at times. Racing thoughts. It's hard to get to sleep at night because there are so many thoughts and processes trying to take over my brain. And it has been a lengthy experience because I'm in my late 70s. And now, after medication and therapy, I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing a couple of podcasts. And it's part of an ongoing mental health therapy. So listen in. You got depression? Anxiety? Are you one of the 6 million people that have bipolar disorder? Well, I've been there, done that, still doing it. I go out, I have 8 books that I've self-published on Amazon, and I go to libraries and I go to events as a public speaker talking about mental health. And it continues to be one of the least discussed, largest crisis in our country, maybe in the world. I only know about our country, and I can only speak from my point of view. Some of us that have depression, we develop this huge depression cavern that is really difficult to recover from. A number of states have healthiest state initiatives that they're developing. One of their titles or labels is Make It Okay. MakeItOK.org. I got one of the posters that I used at my last talk, and it was talking about stop the silence, make it okay. Mental illnesses are a touchy subject. Creating voids in conversation. Here are some tips that may help you. Stop the silence. If someone shares with you that they're experiencing a mental illness, they are opening up to you in a big way. Ask questions, show concern, and avoid awkward silences. Be nice. It sounds simple enough, but try to say the right things with openness, warmth, and caring. Listen. In your conversation, try to do more listening and less searching for a solution. Keep in contact. Offer to be available by phone, text, email, or meet up in person. Just be there. Don't ignore it. Don't be afraid to ask about someone's well-being if you think they might be hurting. Trust your judgment. Offer support. Everyone is different and may want very specific help or no help at all. Either way, ask and be open to the answer. You can get online, makeitokay.org. Every state is involved. Makeitokay.org. Suicide is one of the issues nobody likes to talk about, but it continues to grow as a problem. Suicide. One person dies by suicide every 40 seconds. Let's think about that. One person dies by suicide every 40 seconds. For every one person, nearly 1 in 5 are affected by thoughts of suicide. Suicide survivors are at greatest risk. We have to destigmatize mental illness, talking about suicide. We have to break the stigma. We have to jump that stigma hurdle. Here's some mental illness by the numbers. 1 out of 10 children live with a serious mental or emotional disorder. 1 in 4 adults, that totals 57 million. 1 in 4 adults, 57 million Americans, show symptoms of a mental health disorder every year. 1 in 17 live with serious diseases such as bipolar disorder. I'll give you that number in another way. 6 million, I'm one of them, live with serious diseases such as bipolar disorder. 75% of lifetime cases of mental illnesses begin by age 24. 50% of teens with a mental disorder drop out of school. 50% of teens with a mental disorder drop out of school. You can also get online and check out Mental Health America. Tons of information. Mental Health America released its annual State of Mental Health in America report. Here's a snapshot. 23% of adults, nearly 60 million Americans, experienced a mental illness in the past year. As recently as 2022, had the largest number of deaths by suicides ever recorded in the U.S. 5% of adults and 13% of youth reported having serious thoughts of suicide. 1 in 4 adults with frequent mental disorders could not see a doctor due to finances. 1 in 5 youth had at least one major depressive episode in the past year. Over half, nearly 3 million, did not receive treatment. How can we let this happen in America? We have to jump the stigma hurdle. It's taken me a very, very long time to understand what living with a bipolar disorder is all about. It didn't dawn on me when I worked 68 jobs in my life, couldn't get along with my managers, didn't like the break room, couldn't get along with people that I worked with, felt there was something else. There was always a lot of chatter in my head. Again, those racing thoughts. I just tried to work through it, change jobs, move along. I finally got to the point where I found a business, the United States Postal Service, that seemed to really have a lot of my people there. Lots of challenges, lots of erratic personalities, and I survived there for 30 years. And I'm telling you, it is something they ignore, mental health. I mean, one person for a state, they've got no mental health structure. You mention anything about mental health, or you've got depression, or you're taking medication for depression or anxiety, your career is over. I wonder how many other agencies have that same old-fashioned head in the sand mentality. It's running on 12 and a half, 13 minutes right now, so if you want to keep track of Bipolar Dad, you can just dial me up online, Bipolar Dad podcast, and listen in. And if you want to get in touch, you can reach out on my website, www.jamesstordall.com. I hope you're having a good day. It's kind of hard we're bombing another country, but do your best. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.